Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Shaikh, co-founder and CEO of Aptos Labs, to discuss the importance of protocols in shaping the impact of technology on society. It's great to see you again. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Nice to see you, Jill. Thanks for having me again.
You got it. The era of product market fit is coming to an end. Explain what product market fit is and why you think it's on the decline.
Yeah, so largely we've looked at cycles where products have taken a lot of the value out from systems. And so if you wanted to, for example, go out and use Uber, you'd have to go to a platform to basically find a driver. Of course, Uber takes a pretty large fee as a result of that. And so today, when you're a ride hailer or you're someone that's providing rides in this application, you may not need to necessarily connect directly within a platform. You might be able to connect through a protocol instead. And so we believe that products and product market fit are going to be challenged in this next decade. In fact, we're seeing a lot of the signals today that absolve away a lot of the powers from these platforms from the last 2 decades or so of the Web 2 world.
So explain to us what protocol market fit is and how does it recognize the importance of protocols in shaping the impact of technology on society?
Yeah, protocols are simply a set of rules of how different folks can engage with each other. And just kind of extending that Uber example, if Mo is a driver and Jill happens to be someone that needs a ride, instead of having to go through Uber, you might be able to connect with the set of rules that are established on a protocol directly. And so we can find each other in a much more efficient way without having a platform extract a lot of the value. And of course, if Mo is a driver, he doesn't want to pay these large fees. We can extend this example into many of the industries that exist today. Gaming, money movement, all these folks have to, or all these industries have to connect with these or go through these large platforms. And so protocols are just far more efficient. They're rules that can be established in a programmatic way to execute. And so supply and demand can find each other without having to go through the burdensome, without the burden of platforms taking these large fees in the middle. Social media platforms are facing this today. You're starting to see ads no longer go through the same platforms of yesterday or even today. And protocols are solving some of these issues. And we're excited to see folks that are content creators connect directly with their fans and followers and in a much more seamless manner, bringing value to the creators.
And that really is what the promise of Web3 is all about. But my pushback here is it's great that we can connect, take that middle person, that middle platform out. It's more efficient. But what about the insurance aspect of it, the safety aspect of it? What if Mo, is a dangerous driver, as an example? I don't have Uber there as that buffer. What if Jill is, a bad client? You also, you don't have the company there as a buffer. When you think about the responsible use and promise of Web3, how do you address that?
It's an excellent question, Jill. In fact, with something like a protocol where you can guarantee someone's maybe driver score or someone's rider score, you can have much more assurances that this is a good driver and a good rider. And in fact, you can start to build reputation on top of the protocol, where not only can that reputation exist when you're riding or hailing a car, but you can extend that to a social platform or to a payment platform. Reputation continues to be portable. Whereas, if you have a reputation within just a ride hailing app, it just stays there. You can't take it anywhere with you. But that's not fair. All this credit that you built up of being a good actor in a platform should be extended to all the different digital experiences and in the world that we live in today. And having it on a blockchain like Aptos allows you to have that safety and that assurance that this is a valid person whose reputation is credible and can continue to be built on top of in the future.
How do you think the Web 2 companies that really are the intermediaries, the gatekeepers, how do you think they're going to approach their strategy when it comes to Web 3?
It's certainly an interesting point for us. At Aptos, we work closely with a lot of these large companies that you mentioned that may seem like gatekeepers, but they're actually quite open to innovating from within. MasterCard, for example, we're working on identity initiatives with them. They understand that identity is the underpinning component for things like money movement or even transacting in this new world. Digital assets have existed way before Web3 have. With something like Aptos, they become much safer now. So if you wanted to buy an asset within a game, you need credible identity. MasterCard can help bring that to the table. And we're certainly excited about the work that we're doing with them. Google is another example. if you need a protocol like Aptos to be out in market and people to feel confident that they can use it, large companies like Google could be powering that protocol. In fact, they are participants in the Aptos network today, which we're very proud of, and they're providing assurances just like they do in other industries today. And so whether it's someone like MasterCard or Google, they are, of course, may seem like gatekeepers, but they're actually innovating and disrupting even their existing models of the Web2 world and transitioning into the Web3 and bridging sort of the chasm.
Well, it's encouraging to hear that there is work and both sides of the equation coming together. You have the scale there, but then you also have the ingenuity and the speed of smaller companies such as Aptos. But what differentiates your solutions?
It's incredibly important, going back to your early point, providing infrastructure that just works well. And so what Aptos does is it provides not only a protocol that's incredibly fast. Today, we can support over 30,000 transactions per second, and those transactions settle in under a second. So if Mo and Jill wanted to send money to each other across the world, it moves faster than payment networks that are out there today, and that's really valuable. We're not going to settle here. In fact, we're going to continuously upgrade the protocol. We've already done multiple upgrades this year, and we will continue to extend the future-proof components of the network. That's not the only thing. When we think about the protocol, we also think about bringing safety to the world. And so we have something called Move, which is a smart contract language that helps ensure these assets, these rules that basically allow for digital assets to exist and move in a much more safer way. And we're making upgrades on the Move smart contract language as well. And so, the world has to continuously upgrade use cases, and we want to make sure that the blockchain and Aptos continues to provide a future-proof protocol that allows for digital assets to not only exist today, but continue to improve and increase in the future.
All right, Mo, great to catch up with you as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.